Right, so ready to dive deep today. We're going to be taking a look at holistic therapy certification programs.
Really exciting stuff.
Yeah, and specifically, that one you were eyeing.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to break that down.
Excellent.
We're going to really figure out if it's the real deal.
Love it.
So we're going beyond just, the surface.
Yeah, absolutely.
And pulling out all the need-to-know details to help make that decision, is this worth it?
Yeah.
So this program, I'll tell you what caught my attention right away.
Okay.
They're all about transforming lives.
Right.
Okay? Big promise,
Yeah.
right? With a holistic approach. And we're not just talking mental, emotional here. They're saying, no, we're talking physical and spiritual well-being too.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know about you, but that's when I hear holistic.
Yes.
That's what I think of.
Absolutely.
Like, that whole person.
Yeah, it's not just about fixing one little part.
Right.
It's about the whole picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mind, body, spirit, the whole thing. Unlocking your full potential. Now, does that resonate with what you're kind of looking for?
Absolutely. Yeah. And they really emphasize that whole person aspect, not just, giving you a few tools and saying, go fix yourself.
Yeah.
They want to equip you with proven therapeutic methods.
Okay, so you can go out there and...
You can confidently and effectively guide clients.
Ooh, proven therapeutic methods. Now, that's something I like to hear.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
But you know what they say?
What's that?
The proof is in the pudding.
Always is, right?
Right. We can say all this great stuff, but how's it going to actually play out? So speaking of how it plays out, they've got 3 different program levels. Did you see this?
Yes, I did. They have their premium holistic therapy training, then they have a mentorship program, and then they even have a holistic teacher training.
Wow. Okay, so you can go from, newbie just learning the ropes to then potentially guiding others on their own holistic journeys. I mean, that's kind of cool to have that structured progression.
It is. It definitely suggests a very clear path for growth within this whole system that they have going on.
Right.
But this is where things always get interesting.
Okay.
We've laid out what they have. What are your must-haves in a program like this?
Yeah.
What are the make-it-or-break-it factors?
What are your non-negotiables?
Yeah, what's going to make you say, this is the one?
Yeah.
Before we get lost in, level 1, level 2, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the man behind this whole thing.
Okay.
Frederic. He's the lead trainer.
Ooh, Frederic. All right.
Yeah, and this guy, he's got a resume.
Okay, let's hear it.
Over 20 years he's been doing this. He's worked with, I think they said, over 500 students.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of experience in just the range of what he's got.
So what's he packing?
Certified life coach. He's got a diploma in child psychology.
Okay.
Certified NLP practitioner.
NLP?
And background in nutrition as well.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like he's got that, kind of blend of that traditional therapy, more clinical side.
Yeah.
But then also brings in those more, I don't know, like you said, nutrition.
Holistic. Yeah, exactly. More that wellness practice kind of stuff, which you mentioned wanting to bring in a little bit of that with your clients.
For sure.
And
yeah.
so this could be something that really, speaks to you. I know you were interested in that NLP as well, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That whole rewiring those thought patterns, overcoming those limiting beliefs, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is great, not just for, working with people, but also for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Always got to work on ourselves first.
Right. Oh, yeah. Always be a student.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Frederic sounds impressive.
He does.
Just on paper, at least, right?
On paper, he sounds great.
But does his program, actually deliver?
That's the question, right?
That's the question.
Because experience is just one piece of the puzzle. What we really need to find out is what his students have to say about the program.
Exactly. So let's hear from the people who've actually gone through it.
Let's do it.
Right. Let's see, what kind of transformations are people actually experiencing? All right, time for, you know what time it is?
Testimonial time.
Testimonial time. Let's hear from the students.
Always my favorite part.
Because they've got a whole section on the website.
Right.
And some of these stories, I got to say, are pretty inspiring.
They are. Testimonials are always a mixed bag.
Sure.
But you can get some really valuable nuggets of insight
Oh, yeah.
into how the program is actually impacting people in the real world.
Absolutely. Yeah, you get a real feel for, is this hype or is this legit? Right.
Exactly. So what kind of stories jumped out at you?
Okay, so I got to tell you about Raflo. Okay. This woman was a high-powered marketing executive.
Okay, wow.
International travel, 2 kids, the whole 9 yards.
The whole shebang.
The full shebang. She had it going on, right?
Right.
But she took this training
Yeah.
and she completely transformed her life.
Yeah.
Left the corporate world to pursue her passion.
Wow. That's remarkable. I mean, that really speaks to the transformative potential of a program like this.
Right.
Even for someone who's seemingly at the top of their game,
Right.
they have it all, but
something's missing.
Something's missing, yeah.
And I think that's what, her story really highlights is how, this program could be that thing that helps you, get out of the corporate world.
Yeah.
Like you've been wanting to. It's not just about learning, some techniques, right? It's about having the confidence to then go and create that life that you really want.
Exactly. It's about taking those techniques and really applying them to make a tangible difference.
Yes.
In your life. And it's not always about those big sweeping changes either.
Right.
Right. There are people like Natalie.
Okay.
Who finished the program and was ready to go right away, started up her coaching practice.
Wow. Nice.
Hit the ground running. And one of her clients even said, Natalie, you gave me exactly the tools that I needed. So talk about, immediate impact.
That's what I'm talking about. Practical tools that you can use like right away.
Right away.
Which I know that's a big deal for you, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
You want to get out there. You want to start working with people.
Yeah. I don't want to wait another 10 years
exactly.
to start doing this.
You're ready to do it.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign. And then, oh my gosh, Melanie's story.
Okay.
Okay, she talked about like this deep, like personal transformation.
Okay.
Like she uncovered this whole new layer of herself.
Wow.
And now feels equipped to go out there and help others kind of on that same journey of self-discovery.
It's like a ripple effect.
Right. It's powerful stuff.
It is. It is.
And I think that's something that resonates with you too, right? Not just helping others, but also, that you're continuing to grow personally.
For sure.
Right. So it's like you're getting.
It goes hand in hand.
Hand in hand. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like this program, I feel like they're going for people who are like, I want it all.
Mm-hmm. It certainly suggests that potential for sure.
But there's always a but, right?
Well, we got to look at these testimonials with a critical eye.
Of course. Yeah.
As inspiring as they are, these are individual experiences.
Right.
And we don't want to paint a picture that is overly simplistic.
Okay. Yes. Good point. Very good point.
Yeah.
So what should we kind of keep in mind when we're, reading through all these glowing reviews? What are some things to, keep in mind?
Sure. Well, first of all, success in anything, but especially I think in this field, really depends on personal commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like this program can provide you with all the tools and techniques,
right?
But it's up to the individual to really put in the work,
right?
And apply what they've learned. And, I think it was Caroline, she mentioned that this program requires a significant personal investment.
Yeah, she did say that.
So it's not a passive thing. You're not just going to,
Right. You're not just going to breeze through this and out the other side.
It's not a magic wand.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
That just gives you the tools. It's up to you to use them.
It's like anything, you get out what you put in. I love that. That's so true, though. This program can give you the roadmap, but you're the one that has to actually take the steps.
Exactly.
Right. You can't just have the map and be like, well, I should be there by now.
I have the map, so I'm good.
Right. Exactly. Okay, so that's good to know, too. It's how much work are you really willing to put in?
Exactly.
Right.
And that brings us to, one big question that we haven't really been able to answer fully from the materials. While we see all this talk about emotional growth, spiritual growth, all this, feeling better, all this stuff, there isn't much about concrete business building skills.
Okay, so we're finding ourselves.
Yeah.
But what about finding clients?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I know for you, building a thriving practice is a key goal, right?
Yeah.
So that's something to explore further, I think.
That's a really good point. Maybe they address that in their free call, though.
Maybe so.
So speaking of, if this program, and I have a feeling it might be, is speaking to you, head over to the website, schedule that free call.
It's a no-brainer.
Have a chat.
Get your questions answered, firsthand. That's the best way to do it. All right, So hopefully this deep dive has given you, I don't know, some things to think about.
Yeah. Things to think about. Because we've gone beyond, just the shiny brochures and the promises, right?
Yeah, exactly. We've given you the insights you need to go beyond those initial impressions.
Yes.
To ask the tough questions and ultimately make an informed decision that feels aligned with your goals.
Because ultimately, this is about investing in yourself, your future, your potential. Choose wisely, my friend.
I could have said it better myself.
Yeah.